Hi, this is Aaron Jaworowski. Welcome to the Rawlings Tiger Channel. Today we're joined here by 18U head coach Aaron Burd. Aaron's got a great baseball background. He was a 3-year varsity high school coach and then a 3-year assistant college coach at McMurray College and Illinois College. Last year he led our 17U Tigers to a great summer, our first year of the program. This year in year 2, we promoted him up to the 18U head coach. Their first weekend was last weekend. They played in a very competitive Mid-American tournament, and in their pool they went 3-1, won the pool. They won their semifinal game and lost a tough battle in the championship game. Kids fought hard all weekend. Aaron, welcome to the interview.
Thank you.
Tell us a little about your team this year.
It's a great team made up of a bunch of baseball guys. We've got quite a few kids from around the area. All of them have been very competitive as far as starting positions in their high school teams. A number of them have already made commitments to go on to the next level and play college baseball. And some of them, we even have high hopes for as far as being able to play beyond college baseball.
Good. I think on your roster right now you sit at 15 players. The way we set our high school lineups is by graduation year. So, for example, the 18 under team are all kids that just graduated high school a few weeks ago. 17 unders are all kids that are going to be seniors in high school next year. So out of your 15 kids, you have 10 that are signed with colleges, a couple going to Maple Woods, 2 going to Westminster, 1's going to William and Jewell, 1's going to Jefferson College, another one's going to Fontbonne to play baseball and basketball. It's a good group of kids and baseball players, and they seem to gel really quick.
Yeah, I know some of them were able to play together this fall, which makes a huge difference anytime you can get these kids, from different teams together. And from day one of practice, these kids really came together. And, just by walking around and talking with them, you couldn't tell that, you were bringing guys together for the first time. They've really come together and seem to enjoy each other and each other's company and happen to be good baseball players along with it.
Good. I know one of the strengths of your team is arms. You guys seem to have a great mix of starting pitchers. You got 5 quality starters, and out of those 5, I'm not sure if you have an ace or a number 5. There's just 5 good quality pitchers we can throw out there. I know one of the highlights last weekend was a game against the Pirates. You guys came on top 1-0, and I think the game was an hour and 4 minutes, complete game by Corey Husky. And he threw 51 pitches, which is unbelievable for an hour game. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, it was, the first game of the year at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. You never know how some of these 18-year-old boys are going to react. And we came out, and offensively we did look a little bit sluggish. I know some of these guys haven't played in a couple weeks. And Corey came out on the mound and from pitch 1 just threw strikes for us. The first batter of the game was a guy that he got to a full count. And that was the only full count that he had all day. And so he just kind of settled in, got that first out, and from there, he threw first pitch strikes, and they were aggressive, and he took advantage of that and just came right at him and was able to get a lot of outs for us.
Good. And I know another pitcher had quite an accomplishment in high school, Austin Bentloggy from Union High School. He's the ace at Union. Big, tall, strappy right-handed kid. He's going to Merrimack next year to pitch. And in a high school game this year, he had 20 strikeouts, set a Missouri State high school record, and he had 17 batters in a row he struck out. That was quite an accomplishment, too. Tell us about Austin.
Yeah, it was. I fortunately had the pleasure of being his assistant coach at the high school level as well, so I was actually able to be at that game. And, we knew he had good stuff in the pen when he was warming up, and it was a nice warm day, and his arm was live and seemed to be working well. And, he goes out and strikes out the first 3 guys he faces in the first inning, and walked a guy in the second or the third inning. But from there, he wasn't allowing any base runners. They had a couple guys fouling pitches off, but for the most part, he looked pretty untouchable that day, and he was able to strike out 20 guys in the first 20 outs, and the last guy lays down a bunt, so he can't get the 21st strikeout. But other than that, he had a great day on the mound and was competitive and challenged guys.
Good. And, it also seems like what I see in the past, not in our program, but just kind of with 18-year-olds in general, that summer after high school, they kind of shut it down, have fun, they're going off to college. That doesn't seem to be the case with this group. They sure seem focused. They come to the park every day. It's a scrappy bunch. Anything along those lines?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that all of these guys know that their careers are not finished. almost every single one of them that's already signed has been told by their college coach that they need to play this summer. And, you know, they're kind of starting over on the totem pole again, you know, down at the bottom coming in as freshmen, whether it's a JUCO or a four-year program. And so they know they've got to earn their stripes again, and so they're working hard at it this summer. And I definitely think it's going to pay off for a number of them.
Good. Well, thanks for joining us today on the Tiger Channel. We appreciate your time, Aaron.
Absolutely.